what's up YouTube? It is Tammy. Thanks for following me along on my CrossFit journey. I've been vlogging on YouTube for for 5 weeks. So this is my 5th episode. So thanks for following me along. So let's dive into the workouts. So Monday we worked on back squats. And it was 8 to 10 reps, 45 to 55% of your 1 rep max. So I wound up doing 105. I did 10 reps each set for 4 sets. So total 40 reps. So that was fun, very challenging. A lot of time under tension, even though the weights were not as heavy. So that was fun. And then part B, we did a 25-minute cap of a sort of like a chipper. So, or I guess to me it is a chipper. It's 50 for men, 40 for women, calorie row, 40 hand release push-ups, 30 deadlifts, 20 deck squats, 10 double kettlebell swings, 20 double kettlebell front rack squats, 30 pull-ups, 40 burpees, and 500-meter row. And for the deadlifts, I forgot to mention that for men, RX is 155, and for women, it was 105. And that was actually the weight that I did for the deadlifts. I try my best to RX when I feel pretty good, especially on a Monday. I just, normally on Sundays, I rest, or I do physical therapy type stuff for my shoulders, or, accessory work. So I go really light on Sundays, and then Mondays, it's back at it, right? So I try my best to work on more of my strength. I feel like I've been weak all of my life, so I just want to push the boundaries with my body. So here I'm doing the hand release push-ups, and let me tell you, this was the movement that probably slowed me down the most for this chipper. I am not great at push-ups. I am a very thick girl, and one day I want to be able to do a lot of push-ups that are not on my knees, but here I'm not doing the hand release push-ups on my knees, so I'm trying my best to do these hand release push-ups correctly and not worm too much on the hand release push-ups as well. So this movement was very, very, very challenging for me. I'm very cognizant of my positioning of how I do these, because I do not want to, if I put too much pressure on my labrums, then labrum muscle, then I know that I'm doing it wrong. Because this is more of a chest exercise to me. So, but yeah, the struggle was real. It took me a while to finish the 40, but I did, because this was early on in the chipper. And then I went ahead and did the ring rows for the pull-ups. I don't have my pull-ups down. And another movement that was challenging for me that wasn't on video was the 10 double kettlebell swings. And I did that at 26 pounds. And there were a couple reps, even though it was just 10, that definitely for sure a couple reps where I felt my back and my positioning. So I had to reposition myself to do those double kettlebell swings. But doing it at 26 pounds was very challenging for me, even though I normally do an American kettlebell swing or a Russian kettlebell swing at 35 pounds. But having 2 of them, one on each arm, is definitely a different feel. And another movement that I always have a tendency to struggle on are the burpees. I'm not very good at cardio. I say that to everybody, and it's true. I'm better at my strength portion these days. Actually, I used to be awful on everything, strength and cardio. But actually, I was somewhat decent with my cardio more than a year ago. Ever since I injured my knee, I haven't been running as much as I could. Actually, I haven't been running at all because there'll be moments when I would try to run, not in class, but like on the weekends, and I could still feel my knee. And normally it's my IT band that's pulling on my knee. So I'm just being very cognizant about my whole entire body. I've been really good lately about not re-aggravating my injuries or causing new injuries. So I'm trying to be very careful and be more have be do a little bit more yoga, more stretching, just to give some TLC to the body, you know what I mean? And we hit the gym so hard, or at least I do, on certain days, and man, afterwards it's like my body's like screaming like, oh come on, like give me some TLC. So that's trying to be injury free, But anyways, here are the 40 burpees. You can tell I'm very slow at them. But also I don't want to go too fast either where I burn myself out and I just don't have the energy to row. So this is definitely towards the end of the WOD, and as you can tell, like normally for burpees, if there aren't that many, say like if it was a set of 10, like I wouldn't do the step up. I would just hop on up with both my legs, and just do burpee. But since this was so high volume of 40, I definitely did the step down, step up kind of thing. And there are a couple reps where I would use both my legs to get up, but for the most part, I did the step up or step down kind of burpee, just so that I could save some energy and finish off with the 500-meter row. And I will say that for 25 minutes, I did go over on this WOD. I, I can't remember my time, but it was close to 26 minutes. And thankfully, my coach is very good about timing the class. So he gave us a little bit more time to finish up the WOD if need be. And, I managed to finish the whole entire chipper, but I didn't finish by the time cap, which sucks because I normally like to finish things under the time cap, but I didn't this time around. And you know what? That's okay. This type of workout, I definitely paced myself because I didn't want to burn myself out. There were so many reps to this WOD, so. And here's the last part of the chipper, which is the 500-meter row. It felt like forever, but again, I wound up finishing, but not under the 25-minute time cap, which is a little bummer for me, but that's okay. At least I finished. So this is Tuesday, and we worked on 3 to 4 sets of 30 wall-facing hold splits, 6 to 8 single arm kneeling bottoms up kettlebell press, and then 10 to 15 pike pushbacks. And right here in the video, we did a 16-minute AMRAP, which was the 6 hang power snatch at 75 pounds, 8 overhead squats at 75, and 10 alternate toes to bar and a 400-meter run. And you saw me on the bike earlier. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't run as much right now because of my knee, so I bike instead. So I did like a 600-meter bike ride on the Salt bike. And here I am pretty proud of my overhead squats. I keep saying how proud I am, even though it's only at 55 pounds. I'm just really grateful every week that I could do these shoulder movements. Having shoulder injuries, it's not fun. And so being able to do these movements, it's a total blessing. So I did 8 overhead squats unbroken. If I had gone heavier, like say 65 pounds, I probably would have broken it up in 2 sets. But I don't think I'm there yet with my overhead squats. But one day, hopefully, I could progress for it to be heavier. And I don't have my toes to bar down yet, so I did alternate knee raises. And so I wanted to make sure that I got my obliques in, so did that across the body. And on Wednesday, part A was 20 minutes to find 1 power clean and shoulder to overhead. I decided not to do split jerk and do a power jerk instead, so that I could be better prepared for Grace. Grace is coming up. It's 30 push jerks. And so that's the goal for me right now, not to work on my split jerks and just work on my power jerks or push jerks. And I'm super frustrated right now, as you can tell in the video, that I have a hard time completing 1 rep at 105. And mind you, my 1 rep max for my split jerk actually is 110, but my power jerk, I don't think I have a 1 rep max, but I guess it's 107 now for for my power jerk. And look, I'm very frustrated. Again, this was my 2nd attempt, and I know I have the strength to complete it. So my coach told me, just add a couple weights on there, add 2 pounds on there, see how you feel. And he's like, sometimes like the body just needs to be tricked. And it so happened I did trick myself, and he wasn't there to see it, but that's okay. I completed it at 107. Here I tried doing 115, and I couldn't pull myself under the bar fast enough, and so time ran out for it. So here I am doing an alternate EMOM for 12 minutes of 3 to 5 power cleans and 3 to 5 push jerks. And my coach told me to give 95 pounds a try. He wants me, my goal is to do 95 pounds at Grace, but I told him I can't do it. But he told me, well, now's a good time to try to see if you can do it. And I did. I gave it a shot. I wound up doing about like 3 to 4 sets at 95 pounds, and the rest were like at 85 pounds. And right here, I'm doing power cleans at 100. And so I only did that for 1 set. And the rest were 95 pounds. Okay, so then I took a rest on Thursday, and on Friday, it took us 10 minutes to warm up to our front squats. And we did, for every 3 minutes, we did 5 front squats at 70 to 80% of your 1 rep max. And I wound up doing 125. And in retrospect, I wish I did 130 to 135, because I did 130 in May. So, and I only knew that because I looked at my WOD app where I log all of my weights, or, like my times and my weights and sets and all that kind of stuff, so that I could see if there's a progression. And so I was pretty upset at myself that I didn't look at the app beforehand, just so that I could do 100 130 instead of 125. Though I will say 125 pounds at front squat, it was pretty challenging. Once I start busting out those knee wraps, things get a little bit heavy. But anyways, you see me doing wall balls right now, and it's death by wall balls. We started off the first minute with 3 wall balls, and after every minute, you add another rep on top. So I wound up finishing 10 rounds. A lot of people did finish it at the 15 round mark, but me, not so much. And that is totally okay with me. Again, cardio is very cardio for me. And I got winded pretty quickly. And you know what? That's quite okay with me. I am definitely working on my cardio part to get better at it. And to be a well-rounded athlete, I guess. On Saturday, I worked on power cleans, worked on some drills, and I wound up doing 115 pounds, which is actually the weight for the trial by fire test. I have no intention of doing that test anytime soon, but I just wanted to see if I could get through 115 pounds, and I did for 6 reps. But anyways, that's episode 5. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.